So, at the end of this last time, I said that I would think about this for a few days and see if I could think of anything as to how to actually get the missing CG that I have missing and some of the scenes that I have a lot of big chunks of the scene missing. And it's been way more than a few days. It's been, I think, a few weeks actually, and everything went to pot. But coming back to this, it turns out that despite the excessive amount of time, I haven't really thought of anything. If I were to take a guess, it probably has something to do with Kaiko points. Just because Shadow of Falsehood, well, Shadow is a nickname of Kaiko, and this is, Kokoro thinking about Kaiko is basically what the scene is, and that's missing some. And then the scene which had the CG missing is probably DHA, and that's the scene where you're talking with Kaiko, Utsumi, and Uni about which game you should play. So what the CG would that be a CG with who? Probably Kaiko, right? In insertion is the next is like kind of one of the few scenes on the Satoru side that haven't 100% completed. It's missing a couple lines. That's a scene that's all about Kaiko. But in this dismantled environment, I still only have it 87%, and that's the scene that's all about Lin. And it's crazy because I already find two major variations of that, and it's still only at 87%. So there's like a third major variation of Lin. But I don't know how exactly I would do that. I don't have any ideas about what different choices I should make. And so I'd end up just on recording, just trying a bunch of random stuff till eventually, several months later, I finally stumble upon the right combinations of things that clear these scenes out. So what I'm going to do right now is pause my encoding of the video, go scour the internet. So I'm going to give up on trying to do this myself and actually solve the game myself for some description of the various variables in the game and what their effects are in an attempt to finish off the scenes I haven't finished off yet and also find that one painting that I have not found yet. So I'm going to pause the encoding and go do that. Haven't done that yet, right? I want to keep this stuff kind of recorded, I guess. I'm going to do that now. So I'll be back. I'm back. So I haven't looked at the flowchart for 100% scenes. This is just the ending flowchart. And I looked at it for a bit. And on the Satoru side, I couldn't find anything particularly useful because this means epilogue criteria. One with perfect epilogue criteria you would think would be the most likely to cause the most CGs and stuff to trigger. Now, of course, it's called that because it determines whether or not the epilogue gets triggered or not. But you'd think that would be the set of good choices, right? And you'd think it would reward you for doing the good choices. So you get the CGs when you make the good choices, of course. But if I look through what choices are good for getting the epilogue, I came to help. Don't turn around, say don't turn around again. Then this is interesting. Don't answer. Refuse. I can try doing a basically perfect epilogue criteria run and seeing if that. I was going to say, it appears like I would have already done a run like this, but the thing is I haven't. That's the thing. Because I tend to go, I have a tendency to answer and consent. That's the problem. So try that. But try to use the least aggressive hint machine before I use the more aggressive one, right? So I use the bad ending, the endings list as my hint before I go try to look at the huge heavy-handed hints. But on the Kokoro side, I noticed something interesting about endless mental environment, and that is this. and that is here. You can't see my cursor, can you? Okay, never mind. If you could, oh, now you can see my cursor. And that is, you can get in a situation where your stress variable is not greater than 11, but it's not less than 6, and you end up in this else statement. So it seems like in this mantled environment always triggers if you have Kokoro manages supplies. But there's a version where you stay still or fight. I've been in that one, where your stress is really low. And then there's a stress is really high, run away, or slap Mayuzumi. I've seen that version. I haven't seen a neither version of that scene. So first thing I would try here would be a version of gameplay in which I try to get the stress level in this middle zone, but I have the Kokoro manages supplies flag and see if that works. So let's go ahead and try that and see if I see something new, basically. So let's hide this browser thing. Go to the game. And I'm going to move the browser thing over to the other monitor so I can see it. And let's go start a new game. Now we're going to do this by using we're going to shortcut to the middle of day 1 so that we don't have to do the intro and everything. So day 1 middle. Yes. And because this is going to be probably my last episode, I'm going to kind of be verbose about it. So you're going to see me you're going to actually see me recording the skipping. So this choice does not matter as far as my stress level is concerned, which I'm going to try to land a stress level between 6 and 11. So I can do whatever I want to here. I can do whatever I want to here as well. I can do whatever I want there as well, as far as endings are concerned, and as far as what I'm trying to go at is concerned. There might be a different level of variable that is linked to those decisions. This one, again, doesn't matter. A lot of these decisions surprisingly do not matter as far as endings are concerned. So this is the exposition, right? It goes to the long exposition. It's surprising how lean the Satoru side is. There's like nothing there. All of the decisions are on Kokoro's part. Okay, looks like we're done with the exposition. And we're going to have to transfer to Sphia. Just don't eat it. Again, that one doesn't matter, of course. That one also doesn't matter as far as endings are concerned. Okay, we're going to Sphia here. This one also doesn't matter as far as endings are concerned. So a lot of fluff choices, actually. This also doesn't matter as far as endings are concerned. Now you have to take them, otherwise you get a bad ending, of course. Okay, back to the shelter cabin. We're still on day 1. Remember, there's no choices in this scene. Now, apologize reduces your stress. So your stress starts at 10, and I wonder what the strength actually triggers in the end. Huh. Yeah, not enough strengths will set incident amount Akakura, which is interesting. Oh, I get it now. Okay, so it matters only for that one last ending. So stress, we want to aim between 6 and 11. Neither, and this is exclusive, so it has to be 7, 8, 9, or 10. Right. So it's at 10 right now. Hitting apologize will bring it down to 9. Hitting press harder will bring it up to 11. So we're going to hit apologize and bring it down to 9. This one doesn't matter, of course. So now our stress is at 9. Our strength is still at 10, of course. This does not matter. So I'm just going to pick the shortest one. So I'm remembering that my stress is at 9. This also doesn't matter. It matters for 100%ing the scenes, technically, but it doesn't matter as far as endings are concerned. So voice objection will increase my stress, just keep quiet will go down. So I'm going to hit just keep quiet, and that's going to bring my stress down to 8. So now my stress should be at 8. This one doesn't matter. So my stress is at 8. This one also doesn't matter. It matters for like 100%ing the dialogue, but it doesn't matter. It matters on the Satoru side, I believe, but it doesn't matter for endings. So still remembering that my stress is at 8. This doesn't matter. So this will increase my stress by 1. That will decrease my stress. I'm going to increase my stress back up to 9 by hitting Warn Miyazumi. So now my stress should be at 9. I'm not writing this down, by the way. It's all in my head. So this one apparently doesn't matter. My stress is at 9. This actually doesn't matter. This also doesn't matter. Again, my stress should be at 9. This one doesn't matter. So stress should still be 9. So explain the situation will decrease my stress. Ignore Miyazumi will increase my stress. Now, you do get a flag that gets set that's explained to Miyazumi flag that I noticed that doesn't seem to appear anywhere later in the flowchart. Which is odd. It seems to indicate that it's a flag that affects dialogue, but doesn't affect endings. So, But I'm going to do explain to Miyazumi, and that's going to bring my stress back down from 9 to 8. So I do this, and now my stress is at 8. This actually doesn't matter. So my stress is at 8. So Diagrave decreases your strength, so we're not going to do that, because that affects one of the endings. So we're going to just do stay silent. Again, my stress is at 8. This actually doesn't matter. This doesn't matter. So I don't know what that guide was talking about. Yeah, I had a guide actually tell me that mattered when I picked there. It's like, no, you know that it doesn't matter according to the flowchart. Yeah, amazingly madness just only happens when you have really high stress, which that doesn't have any effect on. Okay, my stress is still 8. This actually doesn't matter. Now I'm going to do this one. So this brings down your stress, but also brings down your strength. This increases your stress. So I'm going to click this, and my stress will increase to 9. So now my stress is 9. So I'm at 9 stress. Now my strength threshold needs to be 7, right? So I can do this. So I'm going to do, it's fine, it's okay like this, which will have no effect. It'll decrease my strength, but will have no effect on my stress. Make the fire hotter increases your stress by 1. So I'm going to say it's okay like this, and my stress will stay at 9. So stress is still 9. So I'm at a stress of 9. And then you don't want to eat because you get a bad ending. Okay, so my stress is 9. I'm going to think, I think Yogomi is right. And it's going to bring my stress back up to 10. So now my stress is 10. And then hit shout stop it so I don't lose strength. So now my stress is at 10. And then ask Uni why I run away, right? Let's see here. Yes. Okay. This has no effect on like your stress level, but it matters a lot. So okay, so nothing new there. Say I'll safeguard it here because that will get me into endless mental environment. My stress should still be 10. And then I want to walk away from the building. Stress is still 10. Stop. And then go to the left. My stress should still be 10. I keep reminding myself. So this actually doesn't matter. This also doesn't matter. This also doesn't matter. Okay, my stress should still be 10. This flowchart's right. So this is all three of ours combined should bring my stress down from 10 to 8. This one will bring it up to 12. And then if I identify Mayazumi as the culprit, I don't, this will bring it back down. This will bring it down further. And so it'll go down to 6. Whereas if I hit Mayazumi as the culprit, I'll go back up to 10. So I'll do this, and it should be at 10 again. So my stress should be now at 10. Saw no new text in that scene, which I was hoping there would be new text, but whatever. This doesn't matter. So my stress is still 10. And I think I'm good because there's no more stress modifiers. So I think I've hit the target. So you actually want to turn back here, which is counterintuitive. And then you need to stay still. And then you want to save Uni. You're going to... Yeah, okay, you're a new kind of endless mantled. So I hit it. Okay, let's look at the backlog. Whew, that took a while. Okay. Seeing her face after I forcibly turned her around, I gulped. She was crying. I want to go home. I want to go home. I don't want to be here anymore. She clung to me and begged me in a voice close to a scream. Hey, have we all done something wrong? We haven't, have we? Then why? Why do we have to go through all these horrible things? This is just too much. Mayazumi-san. I couldn't find the right words to say, and then I realized it. Mayazumi was fighting against her fear and anxiety as well. However, she was unable to endure it any longer and had been pushed to the edge. She was also a normal woman. She too was someone who had gone to work every day, grumbled about her superiors, dressed up on her days off, went on dates with the person she loved, smiled and laughed while having fun. Being thrown into this unfair environment, I understood her feelings of sorrow quite well. I felt the same way as she did. Gotta go. Mayazumi began to walk again as if possessed. The helicopter is waiting to rescue me. That's why I gotta go. No, you can't go. I grabbed onto Mayuzumi from behind.
離して。離してよ。
Let me go. Let me go. Mayuzumi struggled to pull herself away from me. However, her strength was so weak that it was
行
pitiful.
っても誰も待ってません。
There won't be anyone waiting there, even if you do go. Mayuzumi stretched out her hand as if trying to grab something that she couldn't reach.
だってヘリがいるの。
But the helicopter, there's a helicopter.
待ってるのよ。
It's waiting for me.
いません。この吹雪じゃヘリは着陸できません。
No, there isn't. In this snowstorm, there's no way a helicopter can
だ
land.
から戻りましょう。
That's why we should go back.
お願いだから。あなたを死なせたくないの。
Please, I'm begging you, I don't want to let you die. All of the strength suddenly left Mayuzumi's body. Through the arms that I held her up with, I could feel her trembling.
なんでこんなことに。
Well, why did something like this happen? Why?
大丈夫です。
It's going to be alright.
希望を捨てなければきっと助かります。
If we don't
みん
lose
なで一緒に帰れます。
if we don't lose hope, we'll definitely be rescued. Everyone will return together.
だから今は戻るんです。
That's why we have to go back now. My words were completely without base. But even so, if they were able to give Mayuzumi some encouragement at the very least, then it was fine. Pulling at the hand of the sobbing Mayuzumi, I walked back in the direction where I had left Uni. My sense of direction was completely thrown off, but okay. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to save. In 1. Cool. So, let's go to the title. Save the system data. And then see if that cleared in Dismantled. Looks like it did. Yep, okay. So we are clear all the way past self-defense false accusation, which is a scene that only happens if Kokoro manages the supplies. We still have some missing text there with no real hints as to how to get it from just the endings flowchart. We're still missing one line of text from the beginning of Ego Collapse and several lines of text from the Shadow of Falsehood. But everything before the Shadow of Falsehood and after self-defense false accusations has been cleared. Now, next thing I'm going to do is go into Satoru and do a perfect epilogue score run and see if doing that so yeah, middle day 1 for Satoru, and see if doing that will unlock anything that previously wasn't unlocked. And now you want to say, I just came to help, apparently. And then this doesn't matter. This doesn't matter. This doesn't matter, actually. As far as like the endings chart is concerned. This is really long. Hopefully we can get day 2 here. It doesn't matter what order you do this in, obviously. So let's go down it in order. Yeah, Satoru's chart, as far as ending is concerned, is very lean. Most of these things do not matter. This also does not matter. This also doesn't matter. All that stuff doesn't matter. Can use dialogue later, but it doesn't matter as far as endings. Which is the only thing I know about, because, I'm only using the endings chart, even though I'm trying to find dialogue. Funny how that is. Oops, that one doesn't matter. That's not the choice I would have picked, but it still doesn't matter. Now, apparently, you do bad if you don't turn around and then you turn around. But you're okay if you just turn around the first time, or you don't turn around twice. So I'm going to do don't turn around twice, which should be fine. I hit don't answer, but that one apparently doesn't matter for endings. Oh, you're supposed to put don't answer. Oh, oops. At least I picked the right answer. I picked the correct answer to pick. Even though I didn't recognize that that was something I was supposed to do. Okay. Oof. Okay, this one doesn't matter, I believe. This one doesn't matter. This one apparently matters. You're supposed to refuse. This actually doesn't, these don't matter. You're supposed to run away, or else you get an immediate bad ending. This one doesn't matter. See, I can't do that. And then this one doesn't matter apparently, but you do stay silent. Stay silent is like better. Uh,
Na, バスケは
okay, just making. So that didn't trigger anything. Okay, so still missing a lot in DHA, which yeah, as you can tell, I figured out was a fish oil thing. It's a supplement.
Cheese?
This apparently doesn't matter. You're supposed to pick I'm glad you're alive, apparently. And then approach Totori. Okay, I came in to watch over you. Whoops. Somehow that was not the right thing. Refuse. And there's a lot of meaninglessness. Oh, this entire thing? Oh dear. This is very long. Say I have, don't give me the whole quantum teleportation explanation. Whatever. This stuff doesn't matter. Nothing matters until I get to the Hotori scene later. Nothing matters in here either. Nothing matters until I get... Nothing matters until I get to insertion. And here you want to do, why would I want to kill you? And then I say, where does that flag come in? Okay, I don't know where that flag comes in, but basically I just say no. See if this triggers anything new. It did not. Okay, I believe I should stop there. Yeah, because if I look at my clear list, I'm all good past insertion, right? So nothing new happened at insertion, that means nothing new is going to happen. Correct. Okay. So now it's time to look at, so from the endings flowchart, I managed to finish off in this mantled environment. But now it's time to use a more advanced power tool, so I'm going to go to a more extensive flowchart now. Anyway, so I'm going to pause and then I'm going to come back after I have done that. Okay, I am ready, I believe. So, we need to begin before I look around, right? So, maybe I'm not so ready. Let's quick load. And we're going to click load. No, this isn't going to work. Let's shortcut it. There we go. And we're ready to finish this off. See if I can pull this off. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go down the stairs. I'm going to say I can't handle the rats. I might go, what? You already picked that. Yeah, I don't know, like, why that matters. Ask indirectly. Why, like, I thought, yeah, I did. I thought I already picked that. But apparently I haven't gone as far as I needed to go with that toggle as can't handle the rats. This one actually doesn't matter. This also doesn't matter, I believe. This also doesn't matter. This also doesn't matter. This also doesn't matter. Have to go through the entire exposition. This also does not matter. This doesn't matter. This also doesn't matter. And of course I have to take them. Okay, this one does. So I'm actually gonna do press harder. That's gonna up my stress to 11. I need to up my stress here because when I do the whole Miyazumi thing, it's gonna drop my stress, and I wanna make sure I hit middle stress. So middle stress is 7, 8, 9, or 10. 6 and less and 11 and greater is bad. Okay, so also doesn't matter. Now on this one, yeah, I'm gonna voice my objection, and then stress is gonna go up to 12. This doesn't matter. This doesn't matter. Okay, here I'm going to warn Miyazumi, and my stress is going to go up to 13. This doesn't matter. This also doesn't matter. This doesn't matter. This doesn't matter. Okay. Yeah, so the problem here is I thought that I did a run where I said I can't handle rats and went all the way through, but apparently I didn't. But I would have like sworn I did. So I didn't think to try I can't handle rats again. But yeah, if you say I can't handle rats, you get this kya, a rat. So anyway, all the strength left my body and I crouched down where I was. With a shiver, I could feel all of the hair on my body stand on end. I am really not good with rats. Covering my eyes with my hands, I pretended I couldn't see it. Quickly peeking at it, the rat appeared to be dead. Moreover, its head was stained with blood and having been cruelly crushed. Feeling sick to my stomach, I found myself unable to look away from that scene.
ごめんなさい。私、ネズミ苦手で。
I'm sorry, I'm not good with rats and mice.
あら、そうなの？もう、しょうがないわね。
Oh my, is that so? Well, I guess there's nothing to be done then. Taking a deep breath, Utsumi left through the front entrance. Otori went off somewhere as well. After being liberated from the rat, I let out a sigh of relief. In the meantime, I should go confirm with Uni. I headed towards where Uni was.
Uni!
Utsumi and Hotori had returned from outside. I wasn't in the mood to help with the burial at all. Thinking that I wanted to cool my own head, I stood in front of my glass window in the living room and stared outside. Outside the window there was a terrace, a table, and a chair buried in snow. If it were summer, it might be nice to have a barbecue here. However, right now the snow blew violently. I couldn't even see a few meters ahead of me. Just when will it finally stop? These past 2 days I've seen nothing but snow. The sky has been hiding behind the clouds since forever ago. Utsumi and Hotori had returned. Whoops. They had been outside for a few minutes, but they were completely covered in snow. I went to greet the two of them.
すいませんでした。
I'm sorry. It seemed dealing with the rat's remains was my Satoru's duty. That's why I apologize for the time
い
being.
いのよ。それより、顔色が悪いわ。
It's fine, but more importantly, your face looks quite pale.
ネズミを見たからですよ。
It's because I saw the rat. Panicking, I quickly evaded the
ちょっ
subject.
と休んできます。
I'm going to go rest a bit. As if running away, I retreated back to Satoru's room. Ah! And then it keeps going. Now I'm going to hit explain it to Miyazumi, and that's going to drop my stress to 12. And then this one, I'm just going to run after. This one doesn't have, it does not matter, actually. And I'm going to actually dig the grave and drop my strength down. We're going to try to drop my strength down as much as I can drop it. This doesn't matter. This I believe does not matter. Don't review it. This doesn't matter. Okay, so I want to do lend Yogomi a hand. This will drop my strength down some more. My stress will go down to 11. Okay. Okay, I have to bring the stress. I have to bring this the stress back up because I need to be able to. Okay, let's see here. So I need to be. Here, yeah. Here's the problem. If I put, it's okay like this, then my stress will remain 11, right? And then if I make Mayuzumi in charge of the food, my stress will now go down to 7, right? And then if I look at what I need to make here, I need to make 7 fine. Is 7 appropriate number? You go back here. Sorry about the delay. Yeah, I'll try that and see if it works. So we're going to hit make the fire hotter. No, it's going to say it's okay like this. And then according to, if the chart's correct, that should leave my stress at the same place it was, which would make it still 11. Okay. And then we're gonna make Mayuzumi in charge of the food. That's going to bring my stress down to 7 for some reason. I don't know why that brings the stress down, but whatever. Okay, here we go. Why did you run away?
そんなこと言ったの？
I hit it. Stop. Yeah, okay. That's because Toblin was picking on me. Okay. Did I say that? Wait. Just now you were running out here. Won't you tell me the reason? That's because Toblin was picking on me. If she wanted food, she should have listened. Did I say that? The one who proposed that to me was Mayuzumi, proposed that we put Mayuzumi in charge of managing the food supply, it was me. Because that Uni was injured, then I'm partly responsible too. If because of that Uni was injured, then I'm partly responsible too.
ごめんね。
Sorry.
いいよ。それよりも小屋に戻ろう。
No, it's okay. So then, let's go back to the cabin. Following the trail of footprints we'd left, we headed back towards the cabin. So basically what was there is you need to hit return to go through this. You need to ask him why he ran away with middle stress when you have Mayuzumi in charge of the food. Right. So I've done it with Mayuzumi not in charge of the food. I've done it with Mayuzumi in charge of the food in super low stress, which causes Mayuzumi annihilation A. I've done it with really high stress, but I haven't done it with middle stress. So that's why I couldn't get that particular set of dialogue. So now I want to make it into the B side of self-defense false accusations that isn't really the namesake of the scene. So I'm gonna want Yomogi in charge of the food. Okay. To do white world. So away from the building. Stop. And go left. This one doesn't matter. This one doesn't matter again. Doesn't matter. Because my stress is middle, we get in the end of private plans, which is the basic one with no choices in it. Yeah, a lot of my missing stuff came from the lack of the middle stress variation. I always had the high stress variation and the low stress variation, but I don't have like the middle stress variation. So I'm gonna do save here just in case. Okay. Now I'm gonna hold my knees. I don't. Huh. Let's try that again. Call Uni over. Great. So I did the wrong thing. I did a super low strength variation Or maybe I should have done a very high strength variation. Great. Well, so I have to go back and try that again. So where does strength start coming into play? In the whole dig a grave thing. So let's see if I can... I can quick load. No, I can't. Great. Well... Let's do continue from the beginning of day 3. Yes. I don't care about stress anymore, I just care about strength. So let's try to get really, really high strength. So we're going to do stay silent. This doesn't matter. I don't know why I hit review it. This doesn't matter. I'm curious about Satoru's message. Make the fire hotter. I didn't eat. Give it to Miyazumi. Okay, so we're not in a low stress situation because it didn't trigger Mayuzumi Annihilation A. Leave the food to Yomogi. Cool. Okay, we get the window thing. Then we get one more choice here. Then you get differentiate into the 3. Okay, we get into the middle differentiation. Here we see if we avoid poisoned food. Great. Now we have the highest possible strength. See if this works. Triggering something new. Let's do hold my knees. Nope.
違います。違います。
Nope. What in the world? Okay. So, I suppose I could get OBS to pick this up. What's going on here? Why I'm so confused is this. So, let's make this visible. Nah, it won't work. Okay, let me get rid of it. Well, I can't get it up right now. Huh. Well, it won't. OBS won't capture what I wanted to capture, but basically, how self-defense false accusations is supposed to work is there's a long version and there's a short version. You get the long version if Kokoro was in charge of the food, right? You get to choose, we're not like you, or this is ours combined, or accuse Meizumi or don't accuse Meizumi, right? According to the flowchart, there isn't variations on that. So if you choose either one of both of those, you get it all, right? So it wouldn't be missing anything there because I've chose either one of both of those many times. Then there's a short version that you get if you have Meizumi, if you give the food to Yobogi and Meizumi eats it all, right? And you first get like differences if you call Uni over or you hold my knees, but then there's a toggle, different dialogue depending on what your strength level is. So your strength level is less than or equal to 7, you get something. If it's greater than 7, you will get something different, right? And I thought, okay, I'm missing something in this scene. It's likely caused by I'm not getting the right side of the strength differentiation when Kokoro is not in charge of the food and Kokoro does not eat the food. So I tried doing it with really as high as strength I could get and as low as strength I could get. And the choices that affect strength are, first is the digging of the grave, right? If you dig the grave, you lose a strength. You start off with 10 strength. You dig the grave, you lose 1, right? If you say it's okay like this instead of making the fire hotter, you lose another 1. If you lend Nagomi a hand instead of be curious about Satoru's message, you lose a 3rd 1. And if you stop Meizumi physically, you lose a 4th 1. But you can't really do that because in order to get into that part of, you need to put Meizumi in charge of the food in order to even get into that side of self-defense false accusation. So it's not really an option. So you can only really lose 3 strength, which means that most of the time, the vast majority of the time, so there's 3 strength you can lose, right? You can dig the grave, you can refuse to make the fire hotter, and you can lend Yogomi a hand. Those are the 3 ways you can lose strength. If you do all 3, then you can get a special, kind of a special version of self-defense false accusation in the event that Meizumi ate the food. So I tried doing it with those 3 things, and it didn't trigger anything different, right? So then I tried doing it with the opposite, with all of them triggered, just in case I accidentally somehow managed to always have my strength at the lowest possible limit, and it still didn't trigger anything special. So either I misclicked and accidentally didn't do one of those 3 choices correctly, or something's broken here, or the flowchart's wrong. So let me go back to the title. Yeah. Well, I gotta try again. I mean, I can't just quit and give up. I have to keep trying until this works. So, let's try deficit again. So, shortcut to where we can first lose strength, which would be the beginning of day 3. Yes. Just try to take all my strength. Explain to Meizumi. Run after him because that doesn't matter. Dig a grave. I might have just misclicked. I'm gonna do lend Yogomi a hand. Again, try to bring my strength down as much as possible. And then say it's okay like this. That's as much as I can get it down, right? That's as much as I can decrease the strength. Oh, I know what I can do. No, I'm actually... No, I just need to put the food, give Yomogi the food, don't I? Okay, so I can drop it even lower. Never mind, I'm sort of brain farting here. I didn't eat. Yeah, I can move that strength down to the basement. Yomogi is right. And stop her physically. Now I can really drop that strength. Okay, now we're at basement possible strength. See how what that does. And then leave the food to Yomogi. And have to do White World all over again. Okay. Now, well, let's do something.
ユニ
Phew. So maybe they either I misclicked or the flowchart's as a typo. It shouldn't be 7 is the threshold. It should be 6 is the threshold. Okay. Here's the new text. Uni. All the tears I've been holding back burst forth all at once. His kindness pierced my chest. A light began to twinkle from the depths of my heart, which had gone dark from despair. That's what it felt like. I didn't think I was the kind of girl to cry so much. Even so, the tears wouldn't stop. Or was it that when the body reaches its physical limits, the mind grows weak as well? Or...
コロン、どうしたの？
Kokoro, what's wrong?
どうして泣いてるの？僕、嫌なこと言った？
Why are you crying? Did I say something bad? I shook my head and softly embraced
エ
Uni.
リは優しいね。
Uni, you're so kind. That kindness gave me courage and hope. Dwelling within this small child was a glittering purity that saved me. I was embarrassed at myself for becoming weak-hearted. Uni grasped my hand. It was small, but it was certainly reassuring. Inside his hand, he was gripping a charm.
これ、お守り？
This is a protective charm? Uni looked slightly embarrassed.
いいでしょ。
Nice, huh? It was a tiny, tiny charm. Normally, I didn't believe in God, but if only for now, the existence of this charm felt very reliable.
ねえ、一緒に神様にお祈りしよう。
Hey, let's both say a prayer to God. I nodded at Uni's words. Under normal circumstances, I'd be too embarrassed to do so, but this was an exception. Together, Uni and I both grasped the charm firmly. With my heart, I prayed with all my might. Somehow, please protect us. And there we go. Okay. And with that, all the Kokoro scenes should be done. Yep. Good. So with that, I'm going to study the flowchart on the Satoru side now, off recording, and then I'll come back and try to 100% the Satoru side. Okay, I studied this. This is going to be a lot harder than Kokoro's side, unfortunately. So the first one I'm missing is a 1% in polyhedron. And I think I know what this 100% is looking at the chart, which you can't see, so I'm sorry about that. But when you go into Uni's room, so polyhedron is one where you go into, you have this kind of initial, initial intro dialogue with Hotori, or Uni, or we call her Inabushi and Uni. And in the Uni side, you can get different things depending on whether or not you said that you asked if Uni was a twin or if Uni was a clone. On Kokoro's side. Now, you might go, okay, well, there's a lot of things like that. Yes. But there's like, I think, 3 toggles. However, 2 of those toggles are outside other choices. One of them is inside another choice. It's inside a choice. And depending on what you picked as, so that in there, so basically what happens, I've probably played through the scene with the twin and the not twin, but I haven't done it with both ways, making the specific choice on one of these choices, right? And that's correct. That's why it's like this one piece of line of dialogue different. Unfortunately, if it's wrong, I have to go back and fix it on Kokoro's side. If I do, I'll probably have to go all the way through to Kokoro's good ending to set the flag. I'll try doing it without doing that, but it may not work. So, we need to get into Satoru Day 2 to do to polyhedron, and we're going to see if it just triggers if I get that 50-50 chance to see if it works. We're probably going to have to go into Kokoro's anyway, because to get the missing stuff in DHA, we're going to have to stand on the cardboard box, but which I didn't do last time I did Kokoro. So let's continue. Let's quick load. Not quick load. Shortcut. Let's try day 2 middle first. This scene is reflection 1. Good. Let's fast forward through it. Or just reflection, but I presume that's reflection 1. Okay, and then we're going to go to Uni's room. So this choice has different things depending on the clone twin thing. But I didn't get anything special there. So we're going to have to go in and switch what's going on in the Kokoro side, which I don't know which way it is, which means I don't know which way to switch it, which makes this terrible. So we're going to do something else to experiment with the flags. So let's go to title. Yes. We're going to use something to figure out how the flags work here. And I want to get to the where we do the cardboard box thing with Kokoro. So that's on day 2. Let's try day 2 middle. For Kokoro, this drops me into alarm, which is where I want to do. So, and then let's go. This doesn't matter. This doesn't matter. I don't care about this part. This one. Here, scars taste like paranoia. And then climb on the cardboard box. And then I'm going to drop a save and see if that helps set things. And then go to title. Yes. Yes. Then we want to load into DHA, which is on day 3. So we're going to continue. We're going to shortcut day 3 beginning as Satoru. Yes. I'm going to hit snowboarding. Nope. So, great. Absolutely wonderful. In order to solve this whole thing, I have to somehow figure out which way the clone thing is at, and figure out, I'm going to do a save here though. Which way the clone thing is oriented. And I also have to figure out, switch it, which I don't think I can. I will by reading the dialogue, figure out which way it's oriented, switch it to the other version of Clone Twin, and collapse the cardboard box and make it all the way through to the Kokoro good ending. Do that off recording, then come back to Satoru and see if I can use that to get missing dialogue, which is annoying. So now here I can beat, the 3PL, 2PL to death. So I do 2PL. What did I do? Oh, I resaved it. Oh, great. Okay, that was a mistake. And then here, my score is 2118. So if I do the 2PL, my score will go up to 23. So I'll do that, do that.
まだ試合終わったわけじゃないんだよね。21私ここよろさ邪魔だ。おとりちゃんサトル
そっちこそ
残念
どうかな。いいほらな。
あと頼ん
おう。
サト左腕
入れ。よっしゃ。
イエーイ勇気の先輩
Okay, so we just won. I'm actually gonna, before I do the Kokoro stuff, I'm actually gonna roll with the one at basketball and keep going with it. So, let's roll with that. And there's a typo on the flowchart, and they call this dying. Okay, so this doesn't really matter anything with anything. Okay, I'm going to check the flags here for insertion. Sorry about this. There's awkward pause there. I didn't realize. It's like, let's collect a recording while scrolling through here. Come on. Here we go. Okay. So, okay. Cool. Gonna make it all the way to day 5 here. Let's keep rolling. I'm going to stop the encoding and restart it when I get to insertion. Okay, I finally made it. We're going to do a save, of course. And 11. Yes. We're going to try just throwing choice combinations at this. So I'm going to try, I sure do want to kill you. And then, no, I don't believe you're the culprit. Okay. Now, yeah, I do want to kill you.
殺したいね。
And yeah, I think you did it. Okay. Why would I want to kill
なん
you?
でほ
No, you're not the culprit. Okay. One more combination. Why would I
な
want
ん
to
で
kill
ほと
you?
りを殺
But yeah, I think you're the culprit.
っていうか殺されちゃうまでかな。
Okay, so. Without answering, I answer without hesitation. That's so. In that case, then why don't you just keep right on thinking it? Right until you get killed, that is, huh?
その時になったらきっとわかると思うよ。
And when that time comes, I'm sure you'll realize it.
ああ、なんだ。ほとりは犯人じゃなかったのかってね。
Well, what do you know? So Tori wasn't the culprit after all.
やけに自信に満ちた言い方だな。
You sound awfully confident.
そこまで言うんだったら、自分が犯人じゃないってことを証明してみせてくれよ。
Since you're willing to say all that, go ahead and prove me wrong.
いいよ。
No problem.
でも証明はできない。
But I have no proof.
証明はできないけど、別の可能性なら教えてあげてもいい。
I have no proof, but I guess I could clue you in to another possibility.
別の可能性？
Another possibility?
私、心当たりがあるんだよね。
I picked up a couple of clues.
真犯人が誰なのか、なんとなく分かっちゃったんだ。
I more or less understand who's really behind it. I brushed the bridge of my nose with a fingertip. I peered into Hotori's eyes. I chose my next words
それ
carefully.
は誰なんだ？
And who might that be? Hotori pointed straight at me and declared it.
あなた。
You. Okay. Let's go to title. %, insertion. Great. So now we just need to go into polyhedron again. So let's try to figure out which way we've gotten on the Kokoro thing. So that's day 2 in the middle, I guess. So down to Satoru, day 2 middle. You go to Uni's room. Somebody still got to just like that. She slipped past me out of the room. Okay, what are you talking about? Casually approached Uni and sat down in Sumi's place.
ちょっとね、
Oh, it was
ただ
nothing.
の雑談だよ。雑談。
We were just
暇
chatting.
つぶしに話をしてただけ。
I'll stop reading this out loud.
ココロンは何しに来たの？
今の俺は冬川心ではない。話し方とか。
あ、だってついさ。それにし
あ
て。
ああ、そうだ。ちょっと
何？
ユニは去年の今頃は、
どうしてそんなこと聞くの？
まあなんというか、俺もすることがないからさ。
ロックして。
は？
ロックンロールだよ。ロックンロール。僕ね、カポエラの道場、楠田くんは、だから、すごい革パンとかピチ。
待て、意味がわからない。
意味？ピースな愛のバイブスをポジティブな感じで受け止めなくちゃ。
なるほど。ユニは去年の今頃。これで
うん。
場所はどこだ？
自分の部屋。
自分の部屋？赤倉だけではなく。
赤倉だけ？何それ？僕ね、キノコが大…僕の顔。
つかぬことを聞くけど、ユニは双子じゃないよな。
違うよ。
じゃあ兄弟は？
ううん、僕一人。
そうか。
ねえサトル、なんでそんなこと聞く？
いや、今からちょうど1年前に 赤倉岳っていう。
でも僕今も言ったけど双子とかでもないし、きっとサトルはほらよく世の中には。
Okay, so based on that, it appears that I chose twin.
ユニ、
Right, okay. So it looks like we chose twin. So we got to go back and choose clone and cardboard box, basically. And then go, after clone and cardboard box, go all the way to the end. So, let's go back to title. Hit continue. And then we need to figure out when clone theory is, the twin clone theory is set. Day 2, trust and deception. That may be the beginning of day 2 or the middle of day 2. I think middle of day 2 starts with alarm, so that has to be the beginning of day 2. So, whoops. Shortcut to Kokoro, day 2 beginning, yes. Okay. Just keep quiet. And we're going to choose clone. Ready? Clone. And then we have to run this through some more. Tori's room. Okay, we've got to make it to Scars Taste Like Paranoia. Wonder if we can short circuit this by hitting a bad ending. I'm not going to risk it though, because I might hit the wrong bad ending. So, well, if we hit a bad ending as Kokoro, we can kind of like, I can, you know, speed through this that way by those means. Now that might hopefully would set the flags, but. Cardboard box. And with that, I'm going to pause encoding until I get, and it's going to run through Kokoro to the end. You don't need to watch that, do you? Okay, I'm back. So I got through all the auto scroll and unskippable credits and everything. So now I got those flags set that I wanted to set, which were that I stepped on the cardboard box as Kokoro, and I said, asked you if he was a clone. Let's see if we can we can see them manifest as they should be as Satoru. So we want to go polyhedron.
ユニはまさかクローンとかじゃないよな。
Okay, here we go. You're not a clone either, are you?
違うよ。
Nope.
じゃあ兄弟は？
Do you have any siblings
う
then?
ん、いない。
And then I want to do this
今
one.
も言ったけど、クローンとかでもないし、
And I just said I didn't have a clone.
きっとサトルは
And uni there, there's a uni there, and a uni here. If they weren't clones, what were they then? I didn't read that right, but whatever. So I think that's it for that. And I want to continue until I get to DHA. Which will be a while, actually. We have to get into day 3. Okay. Should be shorter. One more transfer, I believe. Here we go. Next, I can drop a save here. Now I'm going to choose snowboarding.
スノボってのはどうだ？
Actually, I will keep skipping. Here we go. My eyes fell upon a large cardboard box fallen over by the stairs. It was an oblong box about 1 meter by 1 meter by 5 meters in length. Peeking inside, I saw an incredibly curious object crammed inside. It didn't look like it could be used as a substitute for a snowboard, but...
これでもいいか。
Well, I guess this'll do.
ユニ、そっちの端っこ持ってくれないか？
Uni, could you help me carry it?
いいけど、何が入ってんのこの段ボール。
Huh, okay, but what's in it?
うん、まあちょっとな。
Oh, just a little something. Hmm? Uni and I climbed back to the up the stairs, carrying the cardboard box by either end.
ねえ、これって何？
Hey, what is it?
ソリじゃない？
Isn't it a sled?
ソリよね。
It's a sled, isn't it?
4人乗りだからボブスレーかもしれないぞ。
It can fit 4 people, so you could even call it a bobsled.
なんで魚の形してるの？
Why is it shaped like a fish?
さあ。
Who knows?
なんでかしら。
I wonder why.
よく滑るようにじゃないか？
That's so it'll slide better, right?
っていうか、マグロだよね、これ。
Is that why it's called DHA? Okay. I mean, this is a tuna, isn't it? Finally solved the mystery of the scene name. This DHA is something you find in fish.
みたいね。
It's a dietary thing. Looks like it.
らしいわね。
Certainly seems so.
マグロマグロマグロはにゃららほにゃらら。
意味わかんねえよ。
The whole thing is totally ridiculous. It's really strange I didn't get that because I somehow didn't go back to Satoru after having picked Step on the Cardboard Box by Kokoro and then hitting an ending. And then, okay. So that's not a very rare thing to stumble on. It's just I somehow managed to have the perfect storm to miss it every time. After a while, our largely indifferent sled rides came to an end. We'd ridden it from the top of the hill to the bottom several times, but it didn't really live up to our expectations, and we didn't get that much of a rush either. The sun and wind felt pleasant, but that was about it. Trying to get away from the others in the sled, I got ready to take my leave. The thing looked like it was going to be a pain to put away. But before I could, Utsumi suddenly spoke up.
どこさ行くさおめえさ。
Hey, Yus! Where the heck you think you're going? Except that's the translator's way of saying it. I turned around. Under my scrutiny, Utsumi muttered her next words, her face bright red.
いや、マグロなだけに。
No, I'm just talking to the tuna.
どこさへきさえんさん。
Hey, you're rich in DHA, Mr. Tuna.
なんちゃって。
Just kidding.
いやいや。
No, oh no.
見ないで、恥ずかしい。
No, look at me. It's so embarrassing. Utsumi covered her face with both hands and ran off at full speed. Further and further away she ran, leaving a trail of white breath in her wake. Letting out a bored-sounding yawn, Tori began to head back to the building. In the end, just like before, Uni and I were the ones left to clean up.
よし、これでよ。
Okay. So there's that. So I'm going to choose basketball now.
バスケは
I guess that's a very subtle reference to not ever 17. It's somewhat of a something. Okay. So So we get score 18, we settle that. Score 21, we settle that. Score 22 and 20, we have some extra things to do. So let's do 2PL and let me wham through. We have a 1/3 chance of losing. Okay. I didn't do that right. Turn off the skip. So 2PL. Let it go. Got swallowed by the net. Okay. Grab the ball. I do the 2PL. Okay. Two PL. Okay. So we got both winning and losing occur with 2PL. So with the 3PL, we can get it in, but there's a 1 out of 6 chance. First, use the 3PL. Okay, we miss. Three PL. Okay. Whew. We're just gonna keep hitting 3PL until I get it. Okay. So now my score is 21, right? So I'm gonna put a save here. So this is the 21 place. So if I pick go for the 3PL, it will then go through the 21 line and I'm going to win. So I'm going to do that. Okay, I've already gone through that line. Okay. Now we're going to try doing the 2PL. That's going to put us in the 23 situation. So, 2PL.
ここは無難に2点のそのか。
ここで。
いや、同点そのだから。ユニ、俺が自分お前緊張リラ肩のいいな風その
さ
ん
黙ってて。ふし。
うおーいる
すごいし。
すげえ
じゃあ
はい
い子してよ。
よいい子いい子
ユニタン。
ユニタン
お取り込み中の。
あ、
まだ試合終わ20。確かでもここで私がスリーポイント喜ぶ。さあ邪魔だから。おとりちゃん、サトル、
そっちこそ
申し
どうかな。
ああ、やっぱり入っちゃったか。
Okay. So usually it's going to go in.
ちょっとは手加減してあげようと思ったんだけどな。
It usually
どうし
goes
たの
in.
サトル。
Usually goes in and you lose. We're going to keep loading it a bunch of times though. Let's play it safe for the
ここは無難に。
2PL.
サトル、
そっちこ
申し
どうかな。いいから。
ああ、やっぱり
Okay.
.ここは無難に。
ああ、やっぱり入っちゃったか。
ここは無難に2点の方でいこう。
Okay, well, whatever happened wasn't new, but I didn't catch which did the outcome was, so
ここは無難に。
サトルのせいじゃないもん。僕がもうちょっと。
ユニ。
okay, so we lost again.
ああ、やっぱり入っちゃったか。
Lost again.
ここは無難に。マジかよ。
Okay, lost again.
ここは無難
Since
に。
that haven't been going further enough to trigger, see if it's a loss or defeat, because we have to wait until Hotori always makes it in, right? So you have to wait until
いや、いい。
Satoru's shot.
どうしたのサトル。
左腕。
入れ。
というわけなので、あと
ここは無難に2点の方でいこう。 いやいい。
ちゅ、ノリの悪いやっちゃん。
Okay, so I'm winning and I'm also losing. Okay, so I done both win and lose in that situation. I just need to check. Okay. So now I want to get a 22. So let's make that happen. No, load this NBA. So I'm going to choose the 2PL. Okay. So now we're at 20. And then I'm going to play it safe with the 2PL. Okay.
どうしたのサトル。
Wait, that's already... Okay, yeah, that's 22. So where am I... Oh, I know what I'm missing, probably. Okay. It's probably better to, go for the 3PL. And tell him to go for the 3PL. And lose horribly.
分かったらさっさとどいて。
Nope, we already done that case. Okay.
チーズ
So I already done like the get skunked case. I choose the 2PL. Let's see if I can lose on the 2PL and then skunk out on that one.
うっしゃ
Yeah. Lose. No, that's not what I want to do. Is it? No, okay. Go play it safe with the 2PL. Okay. Huh. I'm gonna go try to get that rare getting on the 3PL and try like putting a save. And we already did that, right? Yeah, we already exhausted everything. Got all the possible outcomes for getting the 3PL. So we haven't exhausted all of them for losing the 3PL.
ここは無難に
どうしたのサトル。
Gee, what am I missing here? I already did this nonsense, right? Where I said,
よ
like,
し
where do this and lose, right? Yeah, I already did that. Let me go to title, let me check. Nope. Stupid RNG. I'm just going to do each choice combination and the end 12 times each. And then we're going to call it a day if nothing new comes up. Okay? So. Wrong load. Okay, that was 4.
チーズ
Fifth one. Because there are situations that have probabilities of happening that are like 1 out of
これ
18 or something.
ちょっと借りてくわね。
So. Trying to clear them all out here.
ユキド君。
どうしたのサトル？
いや、
You know, I'm bored of that. I'm going to try doing a bunch of the opposite one. So, choose 2PL and then do 3PL on the second one and get potentially a lot of 20s. Oh. Match result, 21 to 20. It's only a 1-point difference. You and I suffered an extremely close defeat. %. But I don't have all the tips for some reason. Okay, all the scenes. Every single scene to 100. And the tips, for some reason, some are missing. I don't know how that works exactly. Yeah, I'm missing tip number 6 and a bunch of these extra tips at the bottom. Okay. Well then. Where are the tips? Tips list. Oh, so tip 6 is Asogi Island. You get it by reading tip 5. Okay. Okay, where's tip 5? It's in the prologue. Okay, so I'll need to read tip 5 to get tip 6. Let's go scroll down. What about 99? Unlock tips 1 through 99. You get these extra tips. So, let's go to the prologue.
Yeah.
Okay, heaven is here. The Alpha and the Omega. Let's punch through these. So I want to read I want to read Sphere.
そろそろ。
機長より乗客登記はなお。
I
ブラジル
presume we're going to read the file, right?
まあ
Okay, we have to go through the murder situation here.
Cooking.
セルフはどこ？
Okay, hit minus. Read. Specified psychiatric hospital for isolation and ages. Since the revision of the Penal Code in 2007, special psychiatric hospitals were constructed in various regions across the country. The purpose of these facilities was to administer proper treatment to those who are suffering from mental illness and have committed serious crimes, so they can be reintegrated into society. Layout of these facilities in the course of treatments there are undisclosed to respect the privacy of the patients. All that is known about these facilities are their locations. Svea, the facility in which Inabushi Kaiko was institutionalized, located on Hokkaido's Asogi Island. You can read it. Located approximately 5 kilometers west of Reibun Island, Asogi Island is uninhabited until the construction of Svea, or was. It possesses no airport, and the only way to get there is by a boat, which departs from Wakanai Harbor on an irregular basis. Furthermore, entry to the island without a government-issued permit is prohibited. Now, let's go to the title. Yes. Save my system data. Now it says I have all the tips. Okay. I'm going to bookmark this. Done. So, how would I read the remaining tips that I apparently got unlocked, though? Yeah, I got all these character names, but I can't read anything about them, can I? Yeah, there isn't any like input that lets me read the tips. Load. Loading complete. Okay. Trying to figure out how to read these big long tips in game. These new tips in game, like where are these tips show up in? This is the new one. Okay, it's not in the album. Jukebox. Okay, some musics. Clear list. The clear list, I just see a list. I don't see a way to read them. Extra voice.
どうしたんだユニ隊員
凄まじい財宝を発見したであります。
何
隊長よ
Okay. Well, I don't know how you read the tips that you unlock that are like named by the character names in the actual game. We can see if the tips guide. We can see if the tips guide here actually has text for them. That might help, but. You know what, I'll just Google that specifically. Read tips 100 through 110. Because the other tips are easy to find, they're just you just go to that place where they are in the game. Well, gee. I think I'm going to end this one here. I will make another one, of course, if I can figure out how inside the game you read the tips that are, you read these like extra tips that you get that aren't from the like actual text in the text box that you actually will flip through in the story itself. But anyway, until then, whatever. This was a very poor quality Let's Play episode where I just basically grinded out using looking up on the internet the remainder of all the things to unlock and finished it out.